Sometimes you don't always notice a problem until growth stops or leaves start dropping. Today we're going to continue the rehab on my Hoya Bella and then continue rehabbing my Hoya linearis after spider mites. Okay, I have my Hoya Bella right here. I started the rehab on this in December, and we are finally going to take care of the saddest plant in my plant room. It was the happiest plant I had in spring, and now it's the saddest. Okay, I have a lot of plant that I have to work with. Oh, what? This just popped out. This is the root. Okay. Oh my gosh, I don't see anything. It's really lightly rooted. I was expecting more roots. I'm unpotting it. Oh, wow. This is really lightly rooted. This is all that was in there. That's crazy. Now, I personally would not have had so much soil with this kind of ball, but I didn't check the roots when I got it because I, trusted the shop. I think maybe I have a feeling that this was just like cuttings in there. Oh, wow. Dry rots. Maybe this was completely my fault. Okay, there's a lot of dry rot. So this is just coming off. I'm very sad that this has happened. But I filled it with water. There's water to there. And I'm going to leave it. We are going to get it potted up into a pot now. There's roots that actually started growing, nice fresh roots. But I know once I get it repotted, it'll look a lot better. All right. I am so sad that this plant is not well, but I think I might have saved it. There has been no more leaves drop. So that's the thing that happened with this plant. It started dropping leaves in the kitchen, and I'm not sure if that had to do with the fluctuations of the temperature because it was really, really hot and then really, really cold. Although this is a winter Hoya, I don't think that was good for it. And then I should have repotted it when I got it. And that's my lesson learned. Every plant I get now, I am going to be repotting. I usually I'm always in the middle when it comes down to repotting when I first get a plant. But now after this experience, because this plant was not cheap, it was kind of a higher price for me because I wanted to get an established plant and I should have repotted it. But today we're gonna put it back in soil. I have 2 pots here. I think I'm gonna do this one because this one's it's shallow versus this one's deeper. So I think I might just do this one, but I'll keep this one here just in case. And I like to use clear pots because I'm nosy. I want to know what's going on with the plant. I'm glad I'm going to do clear pots for this one so I can actually see how the plant is doing since I am in the middle of rehabbing it. So I need my soil. Of course, I forgot my soil. So let's get that. Okay, soil acquired. And I'm also going to show you how the Hoya linearis is doing. I can actually show you right now. The Hoya linearis that had spider mite, it is not doing well. It's really dried. It used to be very plumped, a very plumped plant. For example, this leaf right here is very plumped, and the leaves over here is very stringy. So, very sad. I am going to unpot the plant to see how it's doing, but I can tell there's already a bunch of root rot already. So chances are we're probably not going to be repotting it today. So I have a self-watering pot for the Hoya linearis. I'm going to see if I have any healthy roots anywhere and then pot it up. If I don't have healthy roots anywhere, I will just water propagate to get roots and then we'll pot it up later on. So we're gonna take a look at what's going on. I mean, there's like all the roots, I can just tell it's been rotted. It's just not, I don't know. I'm very sad. I watched this plant like a hawk all last year and I got spider mites. It really destroyed the plant within a few days. Okay.
Let's not dwell on the past.
All right, Hoya Bella. We are going, there's a lot of plant in here. There's a lot of plant. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We're just going to start with it. And I have fertilizer in here already. And I am doing orchid bark in here, perlite, and cocoa coir as well. There's orchid bark. Orchid bark. I think I want more perlite. Okay, I am going to put a little bit more perlite in here. This is chunky, but I want more chunk. It's just preference. All right, that looks a little better for me. That looks better. This is just, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think the Hoya Bella likes a chunkier mix than, say, the Hoya linearis. But I am going to be putting the Hoya linearis in a soft watering pot, so I am going to use a chunky mix. So this is what I'm going to use. Okay, so let's kind of get started. I think that's good for me. I'm going to just start plopping them in. And I am going to see if I need to take out any leaves. I might just take it completely out and then, here, I'm going to move the camera. All right, we're just going to take this out. We're going to just take this out and see what we have. Let's see what we have rooted already. I'll use. Okay, this one is rooted. There's some fresh roots right there. And I am going to take off some of like leaves here. All right, we're going to just plop the ones we're not going to use back in here. I'm going to clean that up. All right, I got one. There is fresh roots on this one as well. All right, so what I'm going to do is just collect the ones with all the good roots and put it aside. And then we'll pot it up. Okay, so we did get a lot of them with roots, and there's just a few that didn't grow any roots, but we're going to continue propagating those. Yep, this is about how much did not have roots. So I'm still gonna propagate those, and these have roots. So we're definitely going to use it. All right. All right, let's get this in here. And it's going to be a lot of plant. And I'm sure we're going to make sure it's crowded enough in here. I definitely don't want to have anything where I know the plant is not growing. So yeah, let's get them all in here. I really hope I saved this plant. Quite sad that felt a little deceived after I saw what this plant looked like in the roots when I unpotted it in December. Okay, I kind of have everything going to this side because that's how I want to grow it. I did put some orchid clips back here to get it to this side, and we will see what happens. I know that, I mean, it doesn't look the same anymore, but I'm hoping it bounced back. I'm hoping it does. I actually really love this plant, and we'll see. So, I mean, I love how it still looks like lush, kind of. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I have a clear pot so I can kind of keep track of the roots to see if it is growing, and it's gonna stay in this room and not go in the kitchen. Maybe if I know it's really established again, I can put it back in the kitchen later on in spring. But as of right now, it's going to stay in this room. And it's going to go under a grow light. I'm going to get it rinsed off. I'm going to rinse the leaves off and spray it with spider mite spray. And get it watered, and then we'll put it back. So let's do the Hoya linearis now. I hope I can fix that plant. Now, I had a bunch of them that didn't really have roots, so we're going to propagate that. So we'll see if I can get roots from these. I would just throw this away if I don't see any roots for it for another month. Yeah, but I did want to try to see if I can save even these two, because I'm going to take plant Velcro and keep it together so everything can kind of stay together while propagating. Okay, I'm going to get this in water and see if I can save it. Okay, the next one is the Hoya linearis. All right, my Hoya linearis has finished blooming, and all the blooms, there's falling blooms. I'm afraid I'm gonna cause root rot on this plant because of my underwatering habits.
I monitor this plant so much.
Just to make sure everything is okay with it, because I don't want to lose it. And I am going to give it a water. I might give it a fertilizer water. No. Oh no. I have spider mites on the Hoya linearis. Oh, I'm so sad. I am so sad. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna show you some of the things. You see that webbing over there? I'm gonna show you what I see in the bucket. Oh my goodness, this is the one. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I don't know. I think I want to put the camera down so you guys can see what I'm dealing with. There's a lot of rot. A lot. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the whole thing is rotted. That's just so bad. Okay, so we're gonna water propagate this. Okay, I have a vessel with water that I'm going to use to propagate it. And I like that it's tall so that I can stick the cuttings in here and it would it will still hang like this. This is not the end of this plant. I am so sad. So sad. I'm going to spray some hydrogen peroxide right in that water. Right in there. This is the worst part of plant care. It really is, just dealing with pest recovery. I could have totally gotten a smaller scissors, a smaller cutting tool, but I'm crazy. All right, that is it. All right, so we have quite a lot. I'm gonna chop. I'm chopping to see if I can propagate the longer ones. It was so long and lush. You know, at least I got some footage of the plant before it croaked, so that I was able to kind of enjoy it looking beautiful and lush. There's a lot of them with peduncles, and unfortunately I'm gonna have to, you know, cut those off. Yeah, oh well. Okay, this is what I have. And I'm going to continue spraying this plant with my spider mite treatment all winter long, because now that I know this plant is capable of getting spider mites. Honestly, I never thought a Hoya would ever get spider mites, but they do. They do. Oh, there's a peduncle right there. Well, we're going to be checking this one like a hawk as well. So this was a short little video of me rehabbing my problem plants. I don't think there's anything fun about dealing with pests. I'm thinking I'm gonna put orchid clips on this one as well to hold it together a little bit so they don't go all over the place. Just making sure they all stay together. This one did not get chopped. How did I miss that one? Crazy. Ugh. Okay. All right, they all have orchid clips so they can all stay together. And we're going to be watching this like a hawk, making sure they root and revive. It's a sad reality of having plants dealing with pests and unhappy plants with fluctuations. And yeah, you know, I do want to say, lately I've had some pretty crazy comments on my YouTube page. I know there was one person that said a few days ago, everything that I'm doing it wrong. Listen, I did not come here. I am not on this channel saying I'm an expert in anything. I am trying to figure it out. I figure out as I go. Everything is trial and error. And I hope that in this houseplant hobby, that we all learn together. I follow other YouTube channels that I learn from as well. I learned through watching you guys repot your plants, dealing with pests. I learned through all that, and I learned through the process. I never ever on this channel say I'm an expert in anything. So if you think I'm doing it wrong, I guess I'm doing it wrong. And I guess one day I'll figure it out. I'm thankful for those who are on here and positive and are, you know, encouraging. Thank you. Thank you for encouraging me through this time of dealing with unhappy Hoya Bella and then pest on my Hoya linearis. My two favorite plants is in rehab. So anyway, let's see how these plants do. I will give you guys an update in that plant tour video that I'm going to do at the end of the month. You'll see how they're doing. I can hear my alarm going off for sourdough. So on that note, thank you so much for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your day, and always remember, you are loved.